Simplilearn. Your pace, your place.
Topic 1. CISSP Introduction. Introduction. Hello and welcome to CISSP Certification course by Simplilearn. Certified Information Systems Security Professional, CISSP, is an independent information security certification governed by International Information Systems Security Certification Consortium, also known as ISC2. A CISSP is an information assurance professional who defines the architecture, design, management, and/or controls that assure the security of business environments. The vast breadth of knowledge and the experience it takes to pass the exam is what sets a CISSP apart. The credential demonstrates a globally recognized level of competence provided by the ISC2 CBK, which covers critical topics in security today, including cloud computing, mobile security, application development security, risk management, and more. CISSP was the first credential in the field of information to meet the stringent requirements of ISO IEC standard 17024. Not only is the CISSP an objective measure of excellence, but also a globally recognized standard of achievement. As of 17th of September 2011, ISC2 reports 75,814 members who hold the CISSP certification worldwide in 134 countries. In June 2004, the CISSP was the first information security credential accredited by ANSI ISO IEC standard 17024-2003 accreditation, and as such has led industry acceptance of this global standard and its requirements. It is also both formally approved by the U.S. Department of Defense, DoD, in both their Information Assurance Technical IAT and Managerial IAM categories for their DoDD 8570 certification requirement. The CISSP has been adopted as a baseline for the U.S. National Security Agency's ISSEP program. The CISSP has clearly emerged as the key certification for security professionals. In fact, in an informal survey of information security jobs on a major employment website, over 70% of the positions required CISSP certification. Corporations are demanding experienced information security professionals with the certifications to prove it, to protect their information and assets. Agenda. We begin with a general introduction to CISSP. Then we talk about ISC2, which is the governing body for CISSP, and this will be followed by the introduction to Cissp Domains as defined in Common Book of Knowledge, CBK. We will briefly discuss the benefits of CISSP certification to both professionals and employers. Finally, we will take a look at the certification path and will discuss the exam format. CISSP. CISSP, Certified Information Systems Security Professional. Globally recognized expertise in the field of information security. The Certified Information Systems Security Professional, CISSP, is an information assurance professional who has demonstrated a globally recognized level of competence provided by a common body of knowledge that defines the architecture, design, management, risk and controls that assure the security of business environments. Gold standard and vendor-neutral IT security certification. The CISSP certification program is governed by the International Information Systems Security Certification Consortium, or ISC2. The CISSP curriculum covers subject matter in a variety of information security topics. The CISSP examination is based on what ISC2 terms the Common Body of Knowledge, or CBK. According to the ISC2, the CISSP CBK is taxonomy, a collection of topics relevant to information security professionals around the world. The CISSP CBK establishes a common framework of information security terms and principles that allow information security professionals worldwide to discuss, debate, and resolve matters pertaining to the profession with a common understanding. About ISC2. ISC2, International Information Systems Security Certification Consortium, Inc., headquartered in the United States and with offices in London, Hong Kong, and Tokyo. The International Information Systems Security Certification Consortium, Inc., ISC2, is the global, not-for-profit leader in educating and certifying information security professionals throughout their careers. They are recognized for gold standard certifications and world-class education programs. ISC2 provides vendor-neutral education products, career services, and gold standard credentials to professionals in more than 135 countries. We take pride in our reputation built on trust, integrity, and professionalism. And IEC2 members are an elite network of nearly 75,000 certified industry professionals worldwide. Governed by a member-elected board of directors, ISC2 is comprised of a global team of top information security professionals and managed by professional staffs who work together with regional and topical advisory boards to tackle any and all new information security issues with zeal. This multifaceted approach enables ISC2 members to attain the highest levels of professionalism and merit in their respective areas of information security expertise. Mission of ISC2: we make society safer by improving productivity, efficiency, and resilience of information-dependent economies through information security education and certification. ISC2 develops and maintains the ISC2 CBK, a compendium of information security topics. The CBK is a critical body of knowledge that defines global industry standards, serving as a common framework of terms and principles that their credentials are based upon, and allows professionals worldwide to discuss, debate, and resolve matters pertaining to the field. Subject matter experts continually review and update the CBK. Certification programs. Universally recognized as the gold standard in information security certifications, our credentials are essential to both individuals and employers for the seamless safety and protection of information assets and infrastructures. The certifications includes System Security Certified Practitioner, SSCP, Certified Authorization Professional, CAP, Certified Secure Software Lifecycle Professional, CSSLP, Certified Information Systems Security Professional, CISSP, Information Systems Security Architecture Professional, CISSP, ISSAP, Information Systems Security Engineering Professional, CISSP, ISSEP, Information Systems Security Management Professional, CISSP, ISSMP. CISSP domains. The CISSP domains are drawn from various information security topics within the ISC2 CBK. Updated annually, the domains reflect the most up-to-date best practices worldwide, while establishing a common framework of terms and principles to discuss, debate, and resolve matters pertaining to the profession. The CISSP CBK consists of the following 10 domains. 1. Information security governance and risk management. The identification of an organization's information assets and the development, documentation, and implementation of policies, standards, procedures, and guidelines. Security governance and policy, information classification, ownership, contractual agreements and procurement processes, risk management concepts, personal security, security education, training and awareness, certification and accreditation. 2. Access control, a collection of mechanisms that work together to create security architecture to protect the assets of the information system. It covers concepts, methodologies, techniques, effectiveness, attacks. 3. Telecommunications and network security, discusses network structures, transmission methods, transport formats, and security measures used to provide availability, integrity, and confidentiality. It covers network architecture and design, communication channels, network components, network attacks. 4. Security architecture and design. Contains the concepts, principles, structures, and standards used to design, implement, monitor, and secure operating systems, equipment, networks, applications, and those controls used to enforce various levels of confidentiality, integrity, and availability. It covers fundamental concepts of security models, capabilities of information systems, countermeasure principles, vulnerabilities, and threats. 5. Physical environmental security. Addresses the threats, vulnerabilities, and countermeasures that can be utilized to physically protect an enterprise's resources and sensitive information. It covers site facility design considerations, perimeter security, internal security, facilities security. 6. Software development security. Refers to the controls that are included within systems and applications software and the steps used in their development. It covers Systems Development Lifecycle, SDLC, Application Environment and Security Controls, Effectiveness of Application Security. 7. Cryptography. The principles, means, and methods of disguising information to ensure its integrity, confidentiality, and authenticity. It covers encryption concepts, digital signatures, cryptanalytic attacks, public key infrastructure, PKI, information hiding alternatives. 8. Business continuity and disaster recovery planning. Addresses the preservation of the business in the face of major disruptions to normal business operations. It covers business impact analysis, recovery strategy, disaster recovery process, provide training. 9. Legal, regulations, investigations, and compliance. Addresses computer crime laws and regulations, the investigative measures and techniques which can be used to determine if a crime has been committed, and methods to gather evidence. Legal issues, investigations, forensic procedures, compliance requirements, procedures. 10. Operation security. Used to identify the controls over hardware, media, and the operators with access privileges to any of these resources. It covers resource protection, incident response, attack prevention and response, patch and vulnerability management. Why CISSP? People are the key to a secure organization. Technological solutions alone cannot protect an organization's critical information assets. Employers demanding qualified information security staff give their organizations a leading edge by providing the highest standard of security for their customers, employees, stakeholders, and organizational information assets. ISC2, the only not-for-profit body charged with maintaining and certifying information security professionals via the compendium of industry best practices. The ISC2 CBK is a premium resource for information security professionals worldwide. CISSP credential holders often hold job functions including security consultant, security analyst, security manager, security systems engineer, IT director, manager, chief information security officer, security auditor, director of security, security architect, network architect. Benefits of the CISSP for professionals. Demonstrates a working knowledge of information security. Confirms commitment to profession. Offers a career differentiator with enhanced credibility and marketability. Affords you exclusive benefits as an ISC2 member, including valuable resources such as peer networking and idea exchange. Indicates that certified information security professionals earn a worldwide average of 25% more than their non-certified counterparts, according to the Global Information Security Workforce Study. Fulfills government and organization requirements for information security certification mandates. Benefits of the CISSP for employers. Positions candidates on a level playing field as ISC2 certifications are recognized internationally. Provides increased credibility for your organization when working with vendors and contractors. empowers employees with a universal language, circumventing ambiguity with industry-accepted terms and practices, validates commitment and years of experience gained in the industry, requires continuing professional education, CPE credits to ensure that personnel keep their skills current, satisfies certification mandate requirements for service providers or subcontractors. How to certify. Obtain the required experience. Have a minimum of 5 years of professional experience of direct full-time professional security work experience in 2 or more of the 10 domains of the ISC 2 CISSP CBK, or 4 years of direct full-time professional security work experience in 2 or more of the 10 domains of the CISSP CBK with a college degree. Don't have the experience? Become an associate of ISC2 by successfully passing the CISSP exam. You'll have 6 years to earn your experience to become a CISSP. Register for the exam. Schedule a CISSP exam date. Please note that the CISSP exam is currently available as a paper-based test only. Beginning on June 1st, 2012, candidates can begin registering for computer-based testing, CBT, for the CISSP, with the ability to sit for an exam as early as the next day. Beginning September 1st, 2012, ISC2 will no longer offer paper-based testing, PBT, for any of its certification exams except for candidates located in areas outside of a 75-mile radius from an approved testing center and on a case-by-case basis. Submit the examination fee. Pass the exam. Pass the CISSP examination with a scaled score of 700 points or greater. Complete the endorsement process. Once you are notified that you have successfully passed the examination, you'll be required to subscribe to the ISC2 Code of Ethics and have your application endorsed before the credential can be awarded. An endorsement form for this purpose must be completed and signed by an ISC2 certified professional who is an active member and who is able to attest to your professional experience. With the endorsement time limit, you are required to become certified within 9 months of the date of your exam, or become an associate of ISC2. If you do not become certified or an associate of ISC2 within 9 months of the date of your exam, you will be required to retake the exam in order to become certified. ISC2 can act as an endorser for you if you cannot find a certified individual to act as one. Please refer to the Endorsement Assistant Guidelines for additional information about the endorsement requirements. Maintain the CISSP certification. Recertification is also required every 3 years, with ongoing requirements to maintain your credentials in good standing. This is primarily accomplished through continuing professional education, CPE, 120 credits of which are required every 3 years. A minimum of 20 CPEs must be posted during each year of the 3-year certification cycle. More information on qualifying CPEs will be available upon certification. The credential can only be awarded once the steps have been completed and your form has been submitted. Please refer to the website for additional information about the endorsement requirements. Recertification is also required every 3 years, with ongoing requirements to maintain your credentials in good standing. This is primarily accomplished through continuing professional education, CPE, 120 credits of which are required every 3 years. A minimum of 20 CPEs must be posted during each year of the 3-year certification cycle. More information on qualifying CPEs will be available upon certification. CISSPs must also pay an annual maintenance fee of $85 per year. Passing candidates will be randomly selected and audited by ISC2 services prior to issuance of any certificate. Multiple certifications may result in a candidate being audited more than once. Note that if certain circumstances apply and with appropriate documentation, candidates are eligible to waive 1 year of professional experience. 1 year waiver of the professional experience requirement based on the candidate's education candidates can submit a maximum of 1 year of direct full-time security professional work experience, described above, if they have a 4-year college degree or advanced degree in information security from a U.S. National Center of Academic Excellence in Information Security, CAE-IAE, or regional equivalent, or 1-year waiver of the professional experience requirement for holding an additional credential on the ISC 2 approved list. Valid experience includes information systems security-related work performed as a practitioner, auditor, consultant, investigator, or instructor that requires information security knowledge and involves the direct application of that knowledge. The 5 years of experience must be equivalent of actual full-time information security work, not just information security responsibilities, for a 5-year period. This requirement is cumulative, however, and may have been accrued over a much longer period of time. About CISSP exam. Exam format. The CISSP examination consists of 250 multiple-choice questions, with 4 choices each. 225 questions are graded, 25 are not, for research purpose. There may be scenario-based items which may have more than one multiple-choice question associated with it. These items will be specifically identified in the test booklet. Each of these exams contains 25 questions, which are included for research purposes only. The research questions are not identified. Therefore, answer all questions to the best of your ability. There is no penalty for guessing, so candidates should not leave any item unanswered. Exam duration. The doors to all examination rooms will open at 8 a.m. Examination instructions will begin promptly at 8:30 a.m. All examinations will begin at approximately 9 a.m. The maximum duration of the CISSP exam is 6 hours. Please note there will be no lunch break during the testing period. However, you are permitted to bring a snack with you. You may, at your option, take a break and eat your snack at the back of the examination room. No additional time will be allocated for breaks. Exam passing. Examination results will be based only on the scored questions on the examination. There are several versions of the examination. It is important that each candidate have an equal opportunity to pass the examination, no matter which version is administered. Subject matter experts, SMEs, have provided input as to the difficulty level of all questions used in the examinations. That information is used to develop examination forms that have comparable difficulty levels. When there are differences in the examination difficulty, a mathematical procedure called equating is used to make the difficulty level of each test form equal. Because the number of questions required to pass the examination may be different from each version, the scores are converted into a reporting scale to ensure a common standard. The passing grade required is a scale score of 700 out of a possible 1,000 points on the grading scale. Examination results will normally be released via email within 4 to 6 weeks of the examination date. A comprehensive statistical and psychometric analysis of the score data is conducted prior to the release of scores. Policy for retaking the exam via CBT after an unsuccessful attempt. From the date of the candidate's first exam attempt, candidates must wait 30 days to retake the exam. From the date of the second attempt, candidates must wait 90 days to retake the exam. From the date of a fourth attempt, candidates must wait 180 days from the date of the third attempt to retake the exam. Exam fees. The exam fees are $599 US. It is the same for both paper-based test and computer-based test. Exam type. The exam is available as a paper-based test, PBT, and computer-based testing, CBT. Beginning on the 1st of June 2012, candidates can begin registering for computer-based testing, CBT. Beginning of September the 1st, 2012, ISC2 will no longer offer paper-based testing, PBT, for any of its certification exams. CISSP courseware. covers the exam requirements as per the latest version. 3 sets of exam questions papers for practice. Online content covers. Course outline. Course outline is as follows. Introduction. CISSP. About ISC 2. CISSP Domains. Why CISSP? How to certify. About CISSP exam. Information security governance and risk management. Aligning security to support organizational goals, mission and objectives. Information security management. The Big Three, CIA. Information classification. Policy implementation. Information risk management. Risk analysis. Managing personnel security. Security awareness training. Course outline. Access control. Definitions. Access control terminologies. Types of access control. Access control models. Access control techniques. Access control administration. Accountability. Access control practices. Access control monitoring. Threats to access control. Security architecture and design. Architecture frameworks. Security models. Evaluation criteria. Enterprise security architecture. System security architecture. Security threats and countermeasures. Course outline. Physical and environmental security. Needs for physical and environmental security. Site and facility design criteria. Perimeter security. Access control. Building and inside security. Secure operational areas. Environmental controls. Telecommunications and network security. Objectives. Secure network architecture and design. Securing network components. Secure communication channels. Attacks on network. Course outline. Software development security. System environment. System lifecycle and systems development. Object-oriented programming. Software security and assurance. Database and data warehousing environment. Malwares. Knowledge management. Web application environment. The 10 best practices. Cryptography. Cryptography concepts. Symmetric cryptography. Asymmetric cryptography. Public key infrastructure. Hash function. Key management. Internet security. Attacks on cryptography. Course outline. Business continuity and disaster recovery planning. Basic concepts. BCP DRP phases. BCP DRP frameworks. Best practices. Legal, regulations, compliance and investigations. Computer crimes. Major legal systems. Intellectual property law. Privacy. Incident response. Investigations. Compliance. ISC 2 Code of Ethics. Course outline. Operations security. Operations security concepts. Maintaining operational resilience. Maintaining resilient systems. Protecting valuable assets. Controlling system accounts. Managing security services effectively. Key operational processes and procedures. Test review and preparation. Final review and test prep. Thank you.